morning, my wild and beautiful friends. I'm so glad you're here. Today we are making a decadent and fairly healthy no-bake cookie. Keep on watching to see how we make them. This recipe is super simple. What I'm going to do is start with a stick of plant-based butter. I like to use the stick kind because when you chill down your cookies, they turn a little bit more solid. So we've got one stick of butter, about a half a cup. And then a little over a half a cup. I've got a half a cup plus probably 1 heaping tablespoon of organic creamy peanut butter. And then to that, I am going to add a half a cup of maple syrup. And we're just going to heat that up on low heat until it's all mixed together and smooth and melty. Once we're melty and creamy, I'm just going to stir in a tablespoon of vanilla extract. I love these sunbeams that are coming in. I hope you can see what I'm doing all right. I am filming a little bit earlier than normal, so the morning sun's shining through our window that I normally film in. It's so beautiful, and it's starting to get warm out. I'm so excited for summer. So I'm just stirring that vanilla in, and then I'm also going to add some protein powder. This is going to be the chocolate component of our cookies, and it's also going to give us a good amount of protein. I'm using Shakeology. I just discovered it, and it's delicious. Each packet is 1 serving, and I'm of course going to make a giant mess per usual. I'm going to pour this into a measuring cup so you can know how much to use if you don't want to use Shakeology. But I will say that this brand, as far as nutrition goes and flavor for plant-based protein powders, is on point. You should give it a try if you haven't before. I'll link below how to get it if you'd like. So this is just under a cup of protein powder, and I'm just going to stir it in to our mixture here, get everything nice and mixed up before we add our dry ingredients. This recipe is a little bit similar to our protein ball recipe, which I'll link above, but it's a little bit more decadent. It has that added fat and creaminess of the plant-based butter, which I really think ups it a notch in the decadence department. So I've got our mixture here. I'm going to add 3 cups of rolled oats, just 1 cup at a time to make sure that everything gets stirred in really evenly, and we will have our batter. It's that simple, guys. So easy. If you find that your batter is a little dry, you can add a little water or a little bit more maple syrup. If it's too wet, you can also add some more oats. Give it a taste test. You can definitely tweak with more peanut butter, more maple syrup. Make it exactly how you like it. You can also add a little bit of salt if you're into it. I find the peanut butter is salty enough, so it works for me. So while everything's still kind of warm and easy to mold, I'm going to press our cookie dough into a ice cream scoop and get some uniform cookies. So I'm just pressing it in, and then I'll release that scoop, and then I'll go back through and kind of shape them into kind of puck-sized cookies. And the awesome thing about this recipe is you can eat them warm. You can pop them in the fridge, which is what I like to do, so they last a little bit longer. You can even put these in Ziploc bags and put them in the freezer by serving size, so you can just pull them out as you want to eat them, and they'll last for quite a while. It's a nice way to kind of meal prep and portion out the treats that you can have throughout the week. Because if you're anything like me, if I have a batch of cookies, doesn't matter what kind, I will probably eat them until they're gone. So this is a good way for me to control that. And you really don't have to feel too guilty about these cookies anyway. They're packed full of fiber and protein from the oats and the protein powder. Pretty good breakfast, I'd say. These are so good with coffee. So I'm just going back through and kind of smushing these together so they stay together nicely into little pucks. I'm going to pop them in the fridge, and I'm also going to put some in the freezer. And we will have ourselves a nice batch of cookies. This batch, if you use this size ice cream scoop, it makes 12 cookies. You can, of course, make them smaller and more bite size, whatever floats your no-bake cookie boat. And there you have it. Very easy, protein-packed, no-bake oatmeal chocolate cookies. I hope you guys enjoyed these as much as I do. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy, and I can't wait to talk to you soon. Cheers.